the sake of truth, he leaves his home behind. On a mountain top, he finds a cave to sit in. There he proceeds to purify his mind. In 20 years, he comes back down, strolls into the nearest town. His disciples ask him what he found. This is what he says: you gotta dance, 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 get up and dance. Get up and dance. Dance, 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 get up and dance. Dance, 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 shut up and dance. Dance, 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 get up and dance. We are an ocean, we are the sea. Storm clouds may gather, but there's silence underneath. I flow in you, and you in me. We are an ocean, we are the sea. We are an ocean, we are the sea. Dark and dreary days before I met you, stranded on a solitary shore, waited so long for my rescue, battered by the winds of time. Gentle now you ease my mind on a wave of love so kind. We are an ocean, we are the sea. Sky above us, below a mystery. Currents pull us to our.
You gonna say something? Oh, you just gonna.
Rob's going to give you some clues because we're going to put you to work right away. It's easy, though.
Yeah, we're ready to sing along with me. It's really hard to sing this one. You just sing "Brighter Days," and that's what you got to sing. So
Maybe we should change it to warmer days.
yeah. Well, brighter days. And then there's another line, but you don't have to sing that one.
You get the easy lines.
Not critical. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I swear that love will find you in your pain. I feel it in me like the beating of life in my veins. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. Whoa, ashes fall from burning dreams. Whoa, never left through times like these. Oh, if you're trying hard to breathe in the dark, in the dark, I know there's gonna be some brighter days. Sing it with me now. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I feel it in me like the beating of life in my veins. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. That sounds right. There's gonna be some brighter days. Whoa, if your screams don't make a sound. Whoa, if your walls come crashing down. Whoa, if your heart just cries too loud all the time. All the time. Whoa, here we go. I know there's gonna be some brighter day. I swear that love will find you in your pain. I feel it in me like the beating of life in my veins. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. Here we go now. Oh, brighter days. Oh, brighter days. Oh, brighter days. Oh, brighter days. I'm gonna sing now. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I swear that love will find you in your pain. I know there's gonna be some beating of life in my veins. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I swear that love will find you in your pain. I feel it in me like the beating of life in my veins. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. Yeah, I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I know there's gonna be some brighter days.
All right.
Yeah. And warmer days.
Rob Satori, and you, and you.
Reverend Susie.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to Unity of Sarasota, where something good is always happening. And today I have a special treat for you. We'll get to that in a moment. Don't say I never gave you anything. All right. And I want to thank all of you who braved the ice-cold temperature to actually get out of your jammies and get out of bed and come on down. So I appreciate that. You will thank yourselves for it, because now you got a brighter day ahead of you. All right, excellent. So Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. This is who you are individually. And because you are that individually, we become that collectively, and the light is even brighter, and the love is even more expansive. And we open more minds and touch more hearts and transform more lives because of each one of you and all of us together. So I'm going to ask you to say that with me. We are a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. If you happen to be a guest or a newcomer here visiting with us for the first time today, I'm going to ask that you stand for just a few minutes. We'd like to find out where people visit from, so we get a lot of visitors down here. Our board member of the day, Cheryl Grant, she has a gift for, she's got a helper. Cannon is helping her. She has a gift for you. It is, it's a shell necklace, which is indicative of all the beautiful beaches here in Florida. Each shell represents the love that we are individually, and when we string it together, it becomes a community of love, and you are now a part of that. One clue that I want to give you before, and she's also going to give you a welcome packet. It tells you a little bit more about Unity. There's a welcome card on the back. We'd love it if you'd fill that out and put it in the offering plate, or go to the welcome table in Fellowship Hall and talk to Cheryl there and hand over your card. Word to the wise. If you put the necklace on when you go to Fellowship Hall, you get first-in-line privileges as one of our guests. I still do not know why someone has not figured out to wear that necklace every single Sunday. But maybe I'm the only conniving one around here. So wear your necklace and enjoy fellowship afterward. And I'm going to let's start over here on this side. Where are you visiting from? Osprey, all the way from Osprey. All right. And how about next to you, also Osprey? Sarasota, even closer. All right, well, welcome home. All right. Maria, I think it was, right? Yeah. Sarasota. All right, another winner from Sarasota. All right, in the purple. Minnesota. Yeah, all right. Boy, are you glad you're down here, even though it's a little chilly for the Floridians. Thank you. Welcome. How about right behind her? Lincoln, Nebraska. Welcome. All right. And how about back here? Sarasota. Welcome home. That's great. Okay, how about right here in the blue? From New York, but relocating here. Welcome home. Excellent. Welcome. How about behind there? Ah, all right. Well, welcome. Tennessee. All right. Let's go over here in the white. Portland, Maine. Welcome. All right. And how about here in the black jacket? Well, welcome back. That's great. That's great. All right. Remember, wear your necklaces in Fellowship Hall. And go see Cheryl at the Red Umbrella welcome table in there, and she'll tell you all kinds of things about us and give you a tour of the building or the property if you so choose. And we do appreciate it if you fill out that welcome card, and we can start to get to know each other just a little bit. Also want to welcome all of those who are joining us on our live stream at our website, unityofsarasota.org. Let's wave to those folks. Hey. And if you need to miss being here in person, there are 3 other ways that you can catch us. You can go live at the website, go to the services tab and scroll down to the service you want to watch, and you can watch that live, or you can watch it later at the same location recorded, or you can go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page and watch the recording. So lots of ways to stay connected even if you can't be here in person. But we love it however you choose to join with us. So it's wonderful to have you celebrate in person, bring your energy together with ours. Or if you're online, we appreciate that as well. And wherever you may be in your spiritual journey, you are most welcome here because you make our journey more delightful and powerful when you walk it with us. We appreciate that. So thank you for being here. We also want to welcome the kid in this case. We have a kid. This is Cannon. He's going to go back with Cheryl, and they're going to do some cool stuff. Apparently they did some cool stuff. They're changing the whole church. Last week they come up with all kinds of ideas, so stay tuned. They're going to save us. All right, from ourselves. Save the adults from ourselves. Let's bless the kids and bless the inner child in you as well. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we see the living spirit in you. All right. Have fun. There you go. All right. What else we got here? We have some invitations for your participation here at Unity of Sarasota. Today, I'm missing something. Hang on. Invitations for your participation. Nope, that's not it. Okay, let's go back to today. This happens sometimes. This is where I get to tap dance. So invitations for your participation, we have a number of them. I will be acting them out because apparently we can't find the slides that I worked so hard on. Nope, that wouldn't be it either. Keep going back.
We're going to go backwards.
Back. Back.
Looks like that's where it started.
Okay, so today, that's not it. Just stop where you are. Today, Peg, please stand up. Peg Beck is one of our many authors here at Unity of Sarasota. We're featuring her in the bookstore after church. So go see Peg in the bookstore. We have some wonderful books and fabulous gifts in that store. And Peg will be there to tell you all about the book that she wrote. So thank you. Okay. Tim, save me from myself. Please, come on up.
Well, now that Lisa's wanting to pull her hair out back there, I wanted to say I enjoyed the slide that said be still and know this morning. No, for real. When life gets this big, I often say to myself, be still and know and bring that in. And last week was one of those weeks. Thank you, Susie. I wish you well on your journey.
Thank you.
But to bring us full circle with what I'm here to talk about is even more important. This next year is going to be a huge year of change, and we're going to need some important people to help us push that through. We are taking applications for the coming year's Board of Trustees. And as I said, it's going to be a big year for us and a big year of concentration, prayer, and results. If you have been an active member here at Unity of Sarasota or another Unity church and have moved here, we would be interested in speaking with you about becoming a board member for this coming year. I'm going to also be at the umbrella table with Cheryl, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Tim. Okay, next, this is really, really important. It's this Friday night. This Friday night, David Roth will be here in concert. If you've never heard him, wow, you really want to be here. He's fantastic, an exceptional singer-songwriter, wins lots of awards. But more importantly, he's a wonderful person doing wonderful things in the world, and just being in his presence is worth the price of admission. So please come on Friday night and enjoy David Roth. This is going to be wonderful. I appreciate that. You know, he was the very first guest musician I had in my church in Seattle, and I've been delighted to bring him back to other churches ever since. The following Sunday, so next Sunday, the 22nd, we have all kinds of wonderful things happening. Herm and Vince will be our musical guests. When I first got a call from the Herm and Vince, I'm like, really? Seriously? Well, then I listened to their music. They have such tight harmonies. It's absolutely incredible. So come for the service. We're going to do things a little differently. We're going to do a concert immediately after the service while the cooking team will be cranking up the barbecue, and we're going to have a barbecue right after the concert. So it's a day to be together, have fun together, some great music, and then play together and eat good stuff. So come on. Bring a dish to share if you would. You can go to the next one too. Bring a dish to share for that barbecue because we've got the meat. All right? So you don't have to worry about that part. Next, new member class. I will be teaching a new member class on February 5th. That's the first session, and February 12th is the second session from 12 to, actually is that right? Yeah, sure. 12 to 2. The first session is focused on unity in general, a little bit of the history and the origin and the teachings of unity. And the second session is focused specifically on Unity of Sarasota. If you've been a member of another Unity church, you don't have to come to the first class because you will have gotten all of that, but you do need to come to the second class. If you are interested in becoming a member here, pick up one of these yellow cards, fill it out, give it to me, put it in the offering plate, make sure somebody gets a hold of it, and we will sign you up for that class, and then you will become a member, and there's a celebration that's wonderful for that as well, where we honor you making that commitment. All right. Woo! Okay, good. we're ready to move on. Rob, take it away.
Are you ready for me now?
I am. And
sorry.
this is another one that you guys get to play with. So Rob will give you instructions.
And you're going to sing along with me on this one, too. So let me give you the melody. One heart, one life. We are one family, one earth. Try that. One heart, one life. We are one family, one earth. Now I'm going to sing this part. Together we can make a difference in our world. Every creed and color, every boy and girl, all of creation. No separation, we are one. One heart, one life. We are one family, one earth. One heart, one life. We are one family, one earth. Together we can make a difference in our world. Every creed and color, every boy and girl, all of creation, no separation. We are one heart. And even though it seems we are so far apart, and many times we're feeling all alone, the truth of who we are has been right here from the start. We are one heart, one heart, one life. We are one family, one earth. One heart, one life. We are one family, one earth. And together we can make a difference in our world. Every creed and color, every boy and girl, all of creation, no separation. We are one heart. Now just do the choruses like one heart, one life, one earth. We are one family, one earth, one heart. A little louder now. One life. We are one family, one earth. One more time. One heart, one life. We are one family, one earth, one heart. Good job. You're sounding good.
You guys are good. All right, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes as we open in prayer. Close your eyes or cast a soft gaze on the candle flame or these beautiful surroundings. Let's just take a deep breath together into the center of our being. And then just release that breath fully. And once again, a deep breath in, knowing that it is the in-breath of spirit, inspiration. And as we breathe out fully, we share that inspiration with all whom we meet. And so I know right here and right now, this is an opportunity for us to come together in one heart, one life. We are one family. one earth. That we come together in community to remind ourselves that we are not here alone. To remind ourselves that we are meant to be together. That we are meant to work together to create a world that works for all. And as we come together and bring all of the gifts that have been bestowed upon us, and we share those gifts with one another, we have all that we need and then some. Because it is in community, it is in togetherness that we support ourselves and one another and those whom we've never even met and may never meet. We are here in this life together for a reason, on purpose. So let's take one more deep breath in and feel that breath of spirit open your heart to overflowing, and then release that breath fully. And just remind yourself to continue to breathe in deeply and exhale fully in that divine flow and circulation that is the goodness of Father, Mother, God's Spirit, moving itself in and through and as us, as we express ourselves individually and collectively. For this reminder of the truth of our being, who we are, I am eternally grateful. And so it is, and together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. Okay.
Want to do a statement of being first, maybe?
Yeah, I think we will. Why do I always forget that?
I always keep you in line, though.
All right. I write the order of service and promptly forget it. All right, we're going to say our statement of being together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are individualized expressions of God.
And I know the reason you do that is because you just love hearing me sing.
That's right, I can't wait.
That's what I thought. It's a great song. All right. It's a fun one. I like this song. To be humble, to be kind. It is in the giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend. To give in such a way that has no end. We are love, we are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are love, peace, we are one. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. To be bold, to be brave. It is in thinking that the heart can still be saved, and the darkness can come quick. The danger's in the anger and the hanging on of it. We are love, we are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. Tell me what it is that you see. A world that's full of endless possibility. And the heroes don't look like they used to. They look like you do. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war. At times, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other, nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more.
Thank you, Rob. So we're going to start, as we always do, by reciting together our core value affirmation. So together, we are a diverse and inclusive community of people who serve and rely upon one another. You know, the busyness of modern life creates lifestyles often of separation. Yeah, somebody knows that. We forget sometimes who we are, and we neglect nurturing the bonds of family and friends and community. We get so focused on our busyness that that's who we become. And yet we long to be a part of and connected to something larger than ourselves, because it helps to remind us that we are not alone, even though we may act like we are. You know, even those of us who wrap ourselves up in our spiritual lives, every now and then a halo drops down around our neck, because we disconnect from our own lives and from our personal connections. And while it may be commendable to focus on our spiritual life, it does have a downside when we neglect everything and everybody else. And I'm guilty of that. I, along with my brothers, were raised Catholic. And while I've taken the girl out of the Catholic Church, I have yet to take all the Catholic out of the girl. So I'm still making confessions. And today I have one that I will share with you. I keep thinking that if I make enough of them, I can stop sometime. When our parents had both passed on, I remember saying to my two older brothers, I'm sure that Mom and Dad would want you to look after me. I'm sure that's true. But I have to confess that I have not made it easy for them to do that. And I certainly haven't done a very good job of looking after them. I've been so wrapped up in my church life that I've really been missing in action from my family's life. And I'm not proud of that, and I do not recommend it. It's not okay. It's really not okay. And so I apologize to my two older brothers that I've been kind of missing in action from the family. And I'm sorry for that. And I'm going to do better. And I say the same thing to my friends who've forgotten what I even look like, I'm sure. It's not okay. I have a lot of good friends and I have a good family. And I'd like to be a better part of it. So I'm glad my two older brothers are here today. They came, actually Lisa, my best friend, arranged for them to fly down here to be with me for my birthday yesterday. And of course, anytime they're in town, I force them to come to church. Because I said, Mom and Dad would want that to happen. So I want to introduce my two older brothers. And, you know, I love having a birthday because, you know, I say, man, I'm getting older. I said, but you know what? That makes you, like, really old. So it makes me feel younger already. But I'm going to introduce my brothers. My oldest brother, Clark. My younger, older brother, do I say it? Skip. Go ahead. He goes by Al now. All right. So, but I know him as Skip. You know, I just want to say something that when my parents decided to adopt me, they came home and they said, "How about a new baby sister?" And my brother Clark said, "How about a dog?" I was like, woof, you know. But you know what? This is the same Clark who, when I was a little grade schooler, I used to get these really horrible, painful cramps in my legs in the middle of the night. And his bedroom was next to mine, and he would start a fire in the fireplace, and he'd come and get me and put me next to the fireplace in the warmth, and he'd rub my legs until they didn't hurt anymore. So I must be a pretty good dog. And then Skip, when I told my brothers that I had gone to ministerial school and I was graduating and being ordained, and I wanted them to come, they came down there, and one of the things Skip said to me was, "So, like, I don't exactly get it. Are you, like, going to make a living at this?" And I said, "Well, that's the intention, but if it doesn't work out, you'll be my first phone call." But this is also the same Skip that when they brought me home from the hospital, when my parents were adopting me, he had this beautiful Gund teddy bear. It was kind of a security bear, I think, for him. And he gave that to me when they brought me home so that I'd be safe. And in all the years afterward, every single teddy bear I got came from him, and it was a substantial number. So thank you for keeping me safe. I appreciate that. So these are my guys. Thank you. And and I'm not too worried. They have people to look after them. My sister-in-law, Susie Shadle. I'm the original Susie Shadle, but Susie Shadle. And Skip's partner, Melinda. And so thank you for taking good care of my brothers. I know they're in good hands. Appreciate that. You know, family is our first opportunity to create community. And then we expand beyond the family, and we have a community of friends that we're close to and that we confide in and that we can hang with and you know, let our hair down. But this is community also, and community heals the sense of separation that we might feel from all the busyness of our lives or the distractions of our lives or the difficulties and challenges of our lives. It can heal that sense of separation in very powerful ways. It helps us dissolve that painful illusion that is the tragedy of our times, that we're separate. Remember when you used to live in neighborhoods and you knew everybody in the neighborhood, and now we don't know anybody? So community, what we're creating here, can really help us to move past that, that we can begin to satisfy that yearning for a sense of belonging, that we can come to a place where we're known and we can know other people, really get to know each other. And we can find ways to make a difference in this world. And so I invite you to ask yourself, do you want to be with people who love and support you? Whoever says no to that, please see me after school. Do you want to be with people who love and support you? Most of us, I think, can say yes to that. Do you have that in your life now? If not, come here and let us put our arms around you. Do you have people who love you enough to lovingly confront you when you're doing goofy things in your own life? Is there somebody who can lovingly say, "Hey, wake up"? And do you have people who encourage and inspire you to be all that you can be, to be the best that you can possibly be, to really come into your own? This community is a place we can create all of that and support one another in all of it. So if any of those questions don't have positive answers, get involved and engaged here, because community is all about getting involved, getting engaged, getting committed, and taking ownership to create together what it is that we want to experience in our lives, to build those relationships that connect us and can connect us for life. Unity of Sarasota can be a place where you can be known and where you can get to know others. It's kind of like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. I'm glad this audience is old enough, for the most part, to remember that show. I'm going to have to find new references. We make room here for you to be who you've truly come here to be your authentic self, to be loved and celebrated for who you truly are and the gifts and the talents and the wisdom that you bring to this community and to life. My vision for Unity of Sarasota is a community that nurtures that deep sense of belonging, a community whose purpose is love and whose path is service and whose divine promise is to remember who we truly are, and not only remember it, but live who we truly are, to live authentically. That's why you were born, to be who you truly are, because nobody else can be you, and you can't be anybody else. So you may as well be who you truly are and gift the world with that. We are a finely woven fabric of interactions and unfoldment of intentions that hold us together in this web of life. We're in it together. We're not alone. Chief Seattle in 1854 said, "Humankind has not woven the web of life, but we are one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. This we know. All things are connected like blood which unites one family. All things are connected." Community is more than a collective of like-minded people on a similar path. In community, we have permission to take risks, to fail, to fall down 7 times and get up 8, to challenge ourselves, to change, to succeed, and to thrive. This is the place. This is a great laboratory of life in which you can experiment with those things that call you, and you'll be supported by the others who are going to take their turn to do the same thing. And we draw from the wealth of wisdom and love and support that we can give to one another in spiritual community. We're encouraged and supported to step into our lives more fully, individually and collectively. Community supports the process of people becoming whole, becoming authentic, and our talents and are valued as part of the abundance of spiritual community. Each of us brings gifts that no one else can bring. And we inspire each other to be seen and known and to be valued and cared for. Community creates abundance of opportunities to connect and to serve and to be served by one another. And just as money must circulate in order to increase, so must spiritual gifts of service and connection circulate to increase. If you think that you're not spiritual enough to be in service, to serve, think again. It is actually the act of service that makes us ready, not the other way around. You will find out things about yourself in giving to others that you wouldn't know otherwise. You'll find out what you're made of. Individuals grow and community thrives when we give of ourselves. And we always get back more than we give. It's pretty interesting how that works. Mathematicians are driven crazy by that. It's not a neat formula. The consciousness of service to one another creates and strengthens the bonds of community. Richard Bach wrote in Illusions, "The bond that links your true family is not one of blood, but of respect and joy in each other's lives. Rarely do members of one family grow up under the same roof." I envision Unity of Sarasota as a place where people discover who they have come here to be and what they have come here to do out of that beingness, to recognize what their spiritual gifts are and to find ways to express them fully. Service inspires a sense of meaning and purpose and connection and belonging. You know, we humans are social beings. We're attracted to the idea of community at the very least. We want the benefits, but we're not always aware of the actions needed to support the benefits of community. Many of us want to join and connect and belong to community, but to do that, we must actively weave community together. Each one of us has a strand of that tapestry. The key to turning contact into true connectedness is the effort we are willing to give it. One of my mentors, Reverend Mary Mannon Morrissey, said that New Thought congregations tend to be great cherry pickers, but often are not such great orchard tenders. So my question to you, moving forward in this year of change coming for all of us, are you willing to not just be cherry pickers of community, but more importantly, to be the orchard tenders of this community? Who must you be, and what must you do out of that beingness to bring true community to life and thrive? Give some thought and consideration and prayer to that, and bring it to this community. You're being called. Community comes from communion. It is the union of collective hearts and minds. Communion. Communion with spirit and communion with one another. Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes once said, life demands participation, and by participation we mean entering the activities of life, sharing companionship, giving of our talents, expressing love, and developing creative associations. Watch for, keep your eyes peeled, have your radar up, watch for and collect evidence of us being a community. In our community, is there evidence of love? Is there evidence of love? Are we interacting consistently, listening to one another, regarding each other highly? In our community, is there evidence of joy? Are we smiling, laughing, playing together, celebrating together? In this community, is there evidence of generosity? Do we give of our time, our talent, and our treasure in support of one another and this spiritual community and beyond? At Unity of Sarasota, we are building a community of people who remember that they have been helped and healed and supported by this spiritual community and the teachings that we offer. We are a community of people willing to share their good by welcoming others to have the same opportunity for healing and transformation. And there's nothing more important than spiritual growth and deepening of our fellow travelers on this spiritual path in this community. I'm encouraged. I am encouraged to see that this community, more than all of the 5 years that I've been here, is really coming together and being community, creating things together, working together, creating more than any one of us could do alone. If you were not here last week, I truly encourage you to go to the website and click down to last week's service and take a look at it. We highlighted all the things that we've done together in community, lots of videos and pictures of the community coming together to do some really wonderful things. And so I really encourage you to go and take a look at that if you missed it. And also last week, I shared with the congregation what I'd shared with the Board of Trustees in November. I've been wrestling with and resisting divine guidance for some time now. And I finally stopped resisting and listened to guidance. Guidance, God, you, and I dance. And I know that Spirit is calling me to a new phase of my ministry, somewhere new, into something new that I know not of yet. If I knew it, I'd tell you. And when I do know it, I will tell you. I have no idea. But Spirit and I have done this dance before, and I know how it works, and I'm a little quicker to listen than I used to be. And I will know what I need to know when I need to know it. This I trust and have faith in, and I know that often I must commit to closing one door before I'm allowed to open the next one. But I know that whatever it is takes me to my next level, and whoever follows will take you, along with you, the community, to your next level. This is no longer mine to do here. I'm called elsewhere. And someone else will be called here to work with you to take Unity of Sarasota to the next highest level of your unfoldment. I trust that. I have faith in it. I'm comfortable that I'm leaving Unity of Sarasota, which will be at the end of February, that I'm leaving it in great shape with the best staff I have ever had since I've been here. I'm a little regretful that I won't be working with them for very long, but they're fantastic and they're going to see you through. And a community that is really, really coming together as community. You will sustain one another and you will not only survive, you'll thrive and move to higher levels of consciousness and connection and outcomes. And I'm leaving this campus that is probably in the best shape it's been in many, many years. If all of that were not in place, I don't think Spirit would call me away, and I wouldn't feel comfortable to leave. But the fact that I'm getting comfortable about leaving and finding what's next for me tells me that you're ready for me to pass the baton to you, and you will call your next perfect minister. One note of caution: the minister is not the church. The minister is not the community. The minister is one of you who has a specific role to play. But you all do have specific roles to play. You're all ministers. Our ministries just look slightly different. So just own that. Know that you're here on purpose to carry things forward. And so while it's bittersweet to say goodbye, because it's always hard to say goodbye, but it's tempered by the excitement of the coming adventures for all of you and for me. And I will let you know. I will let you know how things are going, just as you'll let me know how things are going. I want to close with a quote from Carolyn Schaefer and Kristen Annenson. Spiritual community is a unified, dynamic whole that evolves as a group of people participate in common spiritual practices, serve and rely upon one another, make decisions and create together, identify themselves as part of a larger common unity, and commit themselves for the long term to their own, one another's, and the group's spiritual deepening and well-being. So promise me, please promise me, that you will continue to come together as community and take yourselves and Unity of Sarasota into the next level of your unfoldment. Please promise me that you will commit to that. And then I can, when the time is right, go in peace to where I'm called, and you will call the next perfect minister, I know. And in the meantime, I just want to let you know that for the whole month of March and through Easter, I've already set up some fabulous guest speakers, and the board is already working on a selection team who will take things to the next level. You're going to be in great hands. You definitely will be. We've come a long way together, and so we start way up here and keep soaring. Promise me you'll do that. Blessings on your journey of community. Focus on faith in the unity principles that we teach, on Unity of Sarasota's vision and values, because you are the beacons of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. Focus on each other, on community, because you are the community. You're it. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen.
Susie has been a great leader spiritually, a great administrator for the church, and also a terrific custodian for the property. I mean, she's done so much.
Thank you.
And one more thing. It was her birthday yesterday, so I want to sing happy birthday right now. Let's all sing happy birthday to Susie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susie. Happy birthday to you.
and this next song, Rob's going to invite you to sing some easy parts also, but really listen to this. It's called Revival, because that's what's going to happen for you, a revival.
That's right. And here too. I try to run and I grow weary. I try to walk and I grow faint. Yeah, I long to soar like wings of an eagle. But I look down and I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Will you lift me higher out of the fire, out of the flame? I lost that feeling, but you give me meaning again. Sing a revival, sing a revival, revival. I'm singing revival, revival, revival. I try to find you, I lost my way. Awake in the darkness, in search of the day. I followed your footsteps to the gates of the city. Saw your face, and I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. Woo! Will you lift me higher out of the fire, out of the flame? I lost that feeling, but you give me meaning again. Oh, you lift me higher out of the fire, out of the flame. I lost the feeling, but you give me meaning again. I'm singing revival. I'm singing revival. I'm singing revival, singing revival, revival song.
Revival.
Oh, give me meaning, you give me meaning, you give me meaning. Woo! Revival,
Revival.
revival, revival. Stand up and clap your hands. Woo! Revival. Yeah, get it going, baby.
Revival.
Revival. Good job, everyone.
Hey, the Baptist church down the street don't got nothing on us.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. There it is. All right. Woo. Wow. You know, I just wanted to say, this has nothing to do with anything, but I was kind of glad that it was kind of cold this morning, because this is one of my favorite jackets, and this is the first time I've been able to wear it since I've been here. I know, I looked in that closet, I said, yeah. Finally cold enough. Otherwise, I have to turn the air way, way up and you guys freeze. All right. Chaplains and ministers. Do I have any chaplains and ministers besides me in the building? There we go. Jackie, come on forward, please. Our prayer chaplains, we have one. It's all on you. So Jackie is our prayer chaplain of the day. She's here and available to you after the service if you would like her to be in prayer with and for you for a higher realization of revival and of community and family. She will be right here to be at your service. So let's thank her for that. And I'm going to ask all of us, David Hawkins, who is one of our chaplains, he's not doing well today, and so Reverend Amy is home with him. let's all be in prayer for David, for his wholeness, his physical wholeness to be revived and revealed, and for him to be well. Okay, so let's all keep him in prayer, please. And let's see, Wednesdays. We've got some exciting things coming up on Wednesday evenings as well. First Wednesday of the month is always for Ukraine. All of our proceeds go to the World Central Kitchen, feeding Ukrainians. This particular one on February 1st, we have a concert for Ukraine with Margaret Germain on harp and Jamie Besterfield on crystal bowls. Please come, bring friends, and let's be generous and help Ukraine, all right? The second Wednesday night of the month, we just started it this past Wednesday night, is Mantra and Meditation with Cheryl Chafee. Each second Wednesday, 7 o'clock here, and it's a love offering. And let me tell you what, we did it this past Wednesday. Whoa. I mean, we were transported. I mean, it was really amazing. So do come, check it out. It's pretty powerful, pretty powerful. So I'm really glad that Cheryl's doing that. And this month of February, the third Wednesday night, I will be doing a recommitment to love ceremony for couples and singles. So even if you're single, you can still make a commitment to love. And so be here on the 15th, 7 p.m. for that ceremony. That still gives you Valentine's Day to take your loved one out for a nice dinner. Okay? So I think that's it. So this is our opportunity to know that we live in an abundant universe with a generous God. And so we have an opportunity to search our hearts for what it is that we feel moved and called to give in support of this spiritual community so that we can continue to support one another and the greater community and the world, because we're doing that. We are doing that. And I just want to preface it with this quote from 2 Corinthians 9:7. Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. So give with cheer, not out of obligation. And we've got Virginia as another prayer chaplain here for us as well. And so I'm going to ask that you, if you're putting something physically in the baskets, and the ushers will be at the doors on your way out, and I know some of you send your money in, but please put your hand over the plate and be in that circulation of good, that circulation of abundance. And if you're putting something physically in, or if you're not, metaphorically, hold your gift to your heart, infuse it with all the qualities of spirit that most resonate with your own soul. It could be love, harmony, peace, power, presence, abundance, prosperity, whatever it may be, health, wholeness. Infuse the qualities of those energies into your gift, and they will multiply and travel with your gift to bless others. And so let's affirm together. We embody God's abundance of more than enough to enjoy, to spare, and to share. And so we thank you for your gifts. And as we get ready to make our way out, I'm going to ask you to stand, please, for the prayer for protection, followed by the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.